Hi everyone, Summer here with AstariaSen, and I wanted to talk about my May favorites and life, I guess, that happened. So I'm fully moved out of the property, which most of you know. I've done a couple of videos. I'm not going to show off everything yet because we are so not ready. Uh, there's a lot of unfinished stuff still and a lot we're doing, but I do plan to continue to update my royal living. We finally got some water out here, big giant containers of water. So we're hauling it, but it's working out. My uncle he drills for water holes. So he's going to help us drill a water hole. All we have to do is pay for the permits and the fuel to do so. The dogs are, and the cat are just loving it out here a lot. So some of the things that have happened for May is, other than moving out here, is I've done some fixing up on my fairy den, which you should see a video coming of the roof of that here soon. And getting used to living out here and snakes. Yeah, that's a thing. I'm not really sure how we're going to combat everything. We don't have an air conditioner. Well, we have an air conditioner, but it can't run off the solar. And so we're looking into getting a battery operated swamp cooler type thing, like a personal evaporative cooler. I don't know. I had to bury my clay to keep it cool. So that was interesting. May has been extremely interesting. A lot has happened in a very short period of time. Most of it in a good way. A lot of it is getting used to the way things are going to be from here out and adjusting in ways that we can accommodate or acclimatize to the cabin and all of its unfinishedness. But while I was doing all of that, and I took some downtime to myself, not only did I do the self-compassion challenge, which I just finished yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, but I experienced a lot of different things on YouTube and in my own personal journey that I wanted to share with you guys. So the first step is I totally made my own paper. I did. I had so much fun doing this. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much. And I've got another sheet right here. I wrote on it just to see what it's like. This one's the first sheet that I did. It's way more like fabric-y, flimsy kind of thing. It's still made out of paper. This one's a little bit more cardstocky, doesn't bend quite so easily. And I added real flowers to it, which is really cool. This is a couple weeks old, and like as you can see, the flowers are completely dried. There's nothing moldy or inappropriate or anything about this. This is the back, and some of the color from the flowers like bled through, but it left this really cool indent. So anyways, I am going to link a video down in the description of how I did this. Not from me, from other people, but my first try. These were my first try and it works. So yay, I hope to do more and I want to add them to my spiritual journals and stuff like that. Maybe even add some to my crafting to sell. I haven't decided yet. But I did do that. I had a lot of fun doing that. I did it with my grandma, so she experienced something new too, and she's like 81-ish years old. And I've been seeing a lot more of her, especially over May, because we go into town. When we go into town, it takes us almost an hour to get to town. And we do laundry out in town and stuff like that and fill water. And I've been going to my grandma's to do that. And I'm not going to say that it's not challenging to drive back and forth. We're spending almost $100 a week in gas. That's a lot of gas. It's a lot of money that we don't really have, but we're working it out. So one of the other things that I wanted to share with you as May goes is I started watching a couple new channels. One of them is Erin Saunders, and he goes on pixie sightings, and I will leave a link to one of my favorite videos from him down in the description. And I don't care if it's real or if it's imagined or if it's, makeshift digital art. I do not care. In my world, he's totally pixie orientated, and I freaking love it. I love his channel so much. And he's like this sweet old man, and it's so cute, and I love it. And then I've been watching another lady called Hannahlee Duggan. or is it Dugan? I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but she's interesting. Like I found her doing the paper stuff. She's not the one that I watched the main thing of her paper, but I watched her paper video. And then I kind of just got sucked into her personality and her charm and her wit and her funniness and her silliness. And I just really liked her. So I've been watching her channel too. I'll leave a link to her channel down in the description. And then I've been watching Mizzweets, her live tarot readings, and really enjoying how she reads tarot, how she interacts with people on there. So that's another channel I will also leave down in the description. And I've been learning more about bullet journaling because I kind of want to try some bullet journaling. And I mean, it's a great time to do something like that because our whole world is up in ends and we're trying to put it all back together. And that's a perfect time to explore a new way of creating routines and getting down to goals and priorities. So I figured that I would try out a bullet journal. And I have this journal that Miss Rochelle over at Amethyst Ascension sent me, I don't know, maybe a year ago. And I just had it sitting on my shelf. And I thought, you know what? This right here would be perfect for what I want to do for my bullet journal, you know, experience, especially for my first one. I mean, it's not dotted pages or anything like that, and I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. So I'm going to give that a good old, you know, good try and see how that goes. So I've been watching a lot of like witchy bullet journal videos and just in general bullet journal videos just to kind of like get a hang of how the bullet journal aspect really works. And I can't say that I have a good hang of it. I know that you're supposed to have the yearly, and then you break it down into monthly, and then you break it down into weekly, and then you break it down into daily. It sounds super time consuming depending on how I do it, and I don't like that aspect of it. So I might find a way to not make it overly time consuming because my time is really, really I guess there's not a lot of it available for random stuff. And I'm getting my grandbaby every other weekend now. Oh, I'm gonna have her for the first time this weekend, like all weekend long. And I got her little muck boots and they're so cute. And she's 12 months. She's 12 months old now. And she's taking a few steps walking and she can say hi. And oh my gosh, she's so cute. But it'll be an experience, especially out here at the cabin in the tiny home, just with her and how we have to adjust things to have her out here because otherwise I'll never see her and that's just not going to work for me. Just totally not going to work for me. So my May was really busy. My May was hectic and amazing and all over the place and tower momenty and the list kind of goes on. I had a few moments of breakdown and, you know, just trying to get past the overwhelm that is. Our house is pretty much sold. We are just a few days away from closing, which is supposed to be June 7th. So hopefully that goes well, right? And my spiritual stuff, honestly, I haven't gotten anything else set up. The thing I have set up is my fairy garden out there, which I've also already showed you guys a video of. And I have a little very like stone altar out there that I do my offerings at. But for my spirituality, other than journaling, it just hasn't been happening because I'm either fixing a generator or I have to go to town and I have to spend hours and hours in town, or we're fixing a roof, or we're unboxing everything, or we're trying to get the gate set up right because we had a makeshift gate that was just like a big giant piece of wood, right? And the barbed wire, which I showed you guys. We now have a regular open swing gate, but to get that in was an all-day process. Country living is different kind of living. It is not super easy. It's not overly hard or complicated necessarily, but a lot of the stuff that you do out here is more time consuming. And so I have to adjust for that. I also have to adjust my eating habits, which has been very strange for me. I am a microwave eater. So all of May, I have not had any microwavable stuff because I don't have a microwave. And I do everything in the microwave. I do my potatoes in the microwave. I do everything in the microwave because I'm just not a very good cook in general. So it's been a challenge for me to make dinners pretty much all the time, to make lunch all the time. And that's also part of the time consuming process for me because I'm not used to it. And I don't know that it's going to be something that I do every night out here because that's a lot of work for me. And I will probably just start buying myself some fast stuff I could eat that I can reheat maybe a little bit without a microwave. Like canned goods that I can, put in a bowl or put in a pan and stick it on the grill or something. I don't know yet. We don't have a stove yet. We don't have a washer dryer yet. We don't have running water yet. We can take showers out here, but only because we have this little camp buddy. So the experience has been, and it has been enjoyable, but it's had its very, very trying moments where it's really stressed me out too. But I still think this is the best move for us. This was the best thing that we needed to do, and I still feel like it's the right call, and it's right where we need to be, right where I need to be. And I'm enjoying just watching people's videos. I'm not putting out as many videos as I would like, and it's going to be that way for a while. I might even go down to one video a week just because of time constraints, but I'm watching everybody and I'm enjoying everybody's stuff, and I've enjoyed, commenting, interacting that way. And I'm just going to continue doing that as I can. I listen to people's videos while I'm, unboxing my crap. And I'll probably be doing that as I, shift everything and do my work and all that other stuff. So thank you guys for continuing to put up quality content videos that I can listen to entertain me while I'm going crazy out in the middle of nowhere. Not really, but sometimes it feels like it, and I just got to get out. But I don't know. Like I said, it's not a bad experience. It's been a very different kind of experience, like exploring myself kind of experience. So I'm okay with it. And again, I think it's the right call. So that was my May. I'm hoping that June is different. I have a lot of events planned for June. I have an event in town, 2 events in town that are happening in June. One's on the 12th of June. It's an all-day event. It's like 10 hours long. It's like the Summer Fest, and it's going to be outside. And then the other one is Comic-Con, so I've got to make a bunch of pieces for that. And then I have an Instagram, I think, on June 11th. Yeah, June 11th. I have an Instagram sale auction that I'm doing, and I'm doing witch hats. Those are going to be fun, right? So if you don't follow me on Instagram, it'll also be down in the description. And it's going to go up. Some of my witch hats will go up for auction on there. And then, yeah, that's going to be my June. It's just a lot of work. And then July, hopefully, we can get a little more settled in. And because we'll have the house sold, we'll have the money from the house that we can apply out here. Hopefully get our stove, hopefully get our water tank, our hot water tank for the shower. And a couple other things that will really help us out here. So that's the goal, and that's where we're at. So yeah, that's June, and thank you guys so much for, lasting 13 minutes on a video with me just blabbing at you. All right, I hope you guys have a very great day.